under paragraph 10, in Kasu, Mr. Bongani Ntanzi was arrested on the 16th of June 2020 and made the first statement soon thereafter on the 19th of June 2020. He then made a second statement before the magistrate in the presence of his attorney on the 24th of June 2020. But lapho ke umnumzana ke uNtanzi ke yena ke uBongani Ntanzi waboshwa ke ngelanga lange-16 ngenyanga kaJune ngomnyaka ka-2020 ke bathi waqala lapho ukuthi statement sakhe sokuqala ke ngemuva ukuthi aboshiwe lapho ngelanga lange-19 zakaJune ngomnyaka ka-2020 bathi wabuya futhi bese isenza statement sakhe sesibili ke lapho ke ngaphambi komantshi ke lapho ke futhi kukhona ke ummeli wakhe kade amele malana ummeli wakhe kade akhona ke lapho ke ngelanga lange-24 zakaJune ngomnyaka ka-2020. The statement is corroborated by the eyewitnesses as to how the incident happened, his presence in the house, and the gun-wielding threat-locked attacker, whom accused number 2 has identified in his statement as Carlos, accused number 3. But lapho ke kulezo statement lazo ke khona ke inkulumo ehambisanayo ke ebofakazi ke lapho ke abakhulumile phecelezi ngodaba ukuthi lento yenzeka kanjani ke lapho ke nokuthi mhlabi ngesikhathi nabeka khona kulowo muzi leyo ke nokuthi umuntu onama threats erasiphethe kanjani ke esibhamkena ke bathi umsolo wesibili ke lo muntu loyo wamusho noma amchaza ke njengomsolo wesithathu ukuthi igama ke uCarlos ku statement sakhe ke bathi kade kumsolo wesithathu lowo, how the deceased was shot, that 2 shots were fired in the house, nokuthi ngabe umufi wadutshulwa kanjani ke lapho ke bathi waqhuma ke inhlangu ezimbili amahlangu wadutshulwa ke amahlandlo amabili phakathi ke kwaloya muzi, which accords to the findings of the ballistic expert. Bathi lokho kuhambisana ke naloku chwepheshe owakuthola osebenza ke ngezibhamu ke lapho ke noma mhlawumbe umuntu osebenza ama ballistic reports lapho ke. Lieutenant Colonel Mangene that the deceased was shot at a close range, which is again supported by the ballistic expert and findings of the pathologist during post-mortem, Dr. Steenkamp, that this was a contact shot, a firearm that was subsequently found in the possession of accused number 3. Bathi khona ke lapho ke umnumzana Colonel Mangene ke naye wakhuluma ukuthi ke umufi ngesikhathi kade adutshulwa ke lapho ke wadutshulelwa eduze ke lapho ke futhi okuphelekezwa ke statement seballistic noma uchwepheshe weballistic akutholile lapho ke ngesikhathi kade kusenziwa futhi ama pathologist during ngesikhathi kade kusenza ke lapho ke post-mortem report ngesikhathi kade kusenza ke inhlolo zomzimba wakamufi ke lapho ke bathi Dr. Steenkamp ke naye ke washo khona njalo ukuthi lo muntu odutshulwa lapho adutshulwa ke eduze ke lapho ke bathi lapho ke isibhamu ke lapho kade setshenziswa khona lapho ke esatholakala ke kumsola wesithathu, ballistically linked to the bullet projectile that was found on the scene. But khona ke lapho ke inhlamvu eyatholakala lapho ke indawo esigameko iyona de besenza ke inhlolo ke yona ke mhlawumbe ucwaningo ke yona ke. The cell phone record of accused number 3 shows that he was within the reception area of the Phosphorus Tower on the 26th of October 2014. But malana nodaba locingo noma umakhalekhukhwini kamsola wesithathu kade ke umbeka ngaphansi kwendawo noma ngaphansi kwetower lapho ke Phosphorus ngelanga lange-26 zaka-October ngomnyaka ka-2014. Accused number 3 to 5 considered that they were all together on the 26th of October 2014 in the vicinity of Phosphorus. Bathi khona ke lapho ke umsola wesithathu futhi kuze kufika kumsola wesihlanu ke bavuma ukuthi kade bebonkana ke ngelanga lange-26 zaka-October ke ngaphansi kwendawo noma ngaphansi kwesigodi sase-Phosphorus. Cell phone downloads shows that accused number 5 whom accused number 2 bathi mayelana nodaba lama-cell phone downloads noma okushicilelwe ngaphakathi ke komakhalekhukhwini ke lapho ke lokho nomzana okumsola wesihlanu ke lapho ke liyakhomba ukuthi umsola kwesibili noma bekakhulumi lapho ke mentions in his statement contacted Kelly Khumalo on the 3rd of August 2024 and on the 15th of October 2014. But lapho ke washo khona ku-statement sakhe ukuthi wabakhuluma noma kwashayela ke uKelly Khumalo ke lapho ke ngelanga le-3 zaka-August ngomnyaka ka-2014 futhi nangelanga lange-15 zaka-October ngomnyaka ka-2015. My apologies, my lord. It's supposed to read as the 3rd of August 2014, not 2024. Then under paragraph 12, We respectfully submit that there is, okay, my apologies, we respectfully submit that there is therefore corroboration for the extra crucial statements of accused number 2 and the high property value and objective guarantees of reliability alluded to in Ndlovu's case infra, and then are as compelling a my apologies, my lord. My apologies, my lord. Let me start over again. We respectfully submit that there is therefore corroboration for the extra crucial statements of accused number 2 and the high probative value and objectives are guarantees of reliability alluded to in Ndlovu's era, bathi lapho ke bacela futhi ngokukhulu ukuthobeka lapho ke ukuthi khona kukhambisana kobufakazi lapho bukhona mayana nestatement lapho ke ezibalulekile kade zenziwe lapho ke sakamsola wesibili ke lapho ke futhi nenani eliphakeme mayana nokungazingabazi kwakhona ke lapho ke ukuthi lokhu kuyahambisana nenkulumo ekhona ke lapho kuNdlovu as compelling a justification to allow hearsay evidence are present. Even the defense themselves are put on record that accused number 2 had entered into a plea and a sentence agreement with the state in terms of section 105 of 51 of 1977, which eventually fell through. But nalapho ke ithimba ke labameli khona ke into abayenza ke lapho ke phecelezi nodaba lomsolo wesibili ke lwama record lapho noma kushicilelwe khona ke lapho ke but khona la isivumelwano umsolo wesibili kade imiseleke ekuthizeni ke angene kusona ke nethimba lezombuso ke lapho bathi plea agreement ke leyo ke ngesingisi plea and sentencing agreement ke ngelimi lesingisi futhi isivumelwano ke sesigwebe ke leso ke siwela ngaphansi kwesigaba lapho sika 105 sezomthetho ka 51 of 1977.